Hey guys, we're coming to you live from Fort Denison in Sydney again. Those of you who are just joining us from maybe all around the world, hopefully, or slept in Australia. Beautiful backdrop, Sydney Opera House, Harbour Bridge. Got world record holder Cara Webb. You broke a record earlier. What did you do?
I attempted the max pistol squats on one leg in 1 minute. The record to beat for the females is 20, and I believe I completed 42.
So over double.
Yeah, over
on
double.
one leg.
Not quite as good as Benny Gara, though, at 47.
Yeah, he's shorter though, shorter.
Yeah,
49.
he's a little
So
shorter
we're
than
correcting us in the back here.
47's what I heard.
Yeah. So now we're about to attempt, we're doing toe to bars. So it's the most amount of toe to bars in 60 seconds. Toes, Jewel. So the standards on that, thanks Rob. What are the standards?
Yeah guys, so we've got a classic CrossFit movement, the toaster bar, one of the originals, something these guys are really familiar with. The standard for the toaster bar is that both feet, or the toes, need to pass above the bar simultaneously, and the legs need to pass down to at least vertical or slightly behind. Again, something these guys are really familiar with, being CrossFit Games athletes. So we're going to kick it off with Rob. I'm pretty confident in his abilities. I've seen him do a max set of toaster bar, not quite as many as I achieved, but I think
the gauntlet's been thrown down already.
I think he's got a good. Yeah, I think he's,
Oh.
I think he's got a good shot. We're going to kick it off with Rob, move on to Sammy, and then filter through the rest of the athletes from there.
All right, let's see how they go.
Let's do it.
You. Yeah.
Big
breaths, Rob.
Yes. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to witness 5 official Guinness World Record title attempts for the most toes to bar touches in 1 minute. Rob, you'll start at my command. 3, 2, 1, start.
Nice, Rob.
Big breaths, oxygen.
Strength, gaze.
Nice, Rob. Solid. Keep going, Rob.
Hi, Bobby.
30.
Halfway.
Last will be.
Keep it moving.
Sit, stop, close nose, skip, stop, tuck the knees.
20.
Bring him in. Come on, mate.
Stay up there, bruv. Come on.
Those lats. Go, Rob.
Go, Robbie.
15.
35,
Yes.
there we go.
Nice, Rob.
Deserve it.
10.
Yeah, come on.
9 seconds. Come on, Rob. Come on.
Stretch, go, go. Keep on it.
Go.
Stay on
5,
it. Stay.
4,
There you go.
2, 1.
All right, that was record number 1. What do you think, Cara?
Yeah, as
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was okay. No, it was good. It was good. As I expected, obviously really impressive to be able to hold onto the bar, for the entire time. His techniques start to change a little bit. He was recruiting different muscle groups as he started to get a little bit fatigued, and that's a veteran CrossFit Games athlete, so I think he did really well.
Yeah.
See if Sammy can,
Yeah.
Sammy can beat it.
So we got Sammy Wood now, who is also 2 times Games athlete. She went in 2015 as an individual. She's been, I believe, twice as a team, maybe?
Yeah.
Twice as a team. So these guys are some of the best in the world. So over to Sammy. Let's see what she can do.
Go, Sammy.
Yes.
Guidelines for the attempt. Fantastic. You'll start on my command. 3, 2, 1, start.
Nice, Sammy. Go.
Yeah.
Big breaths. Keep it going, Sammy.
Yes, Sammy, on it. Sammy. Keep moving.
Thirty.
Yes, Sammy. Yes, yes. Stay strong.
Nice, Sammy.
Hold on.
Strong, Sammy.
Come on, Sammy.
Get back grip.
20.
Go on, Sammy. Keep going.
Nice, Sammy. Good
Yes,
set.
Sammy.
Breathe, breathe, breathe.
Let's go. Come on, Sammy.
15.
He's up to kick.
Probably just the one.
10.
Come on, Sammy. Come on, Sammy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sammy.
All right. So that was Sammy's attempt. You could see some of the pain on her face as she was getting through that.
Yeah.
You were talking to Rob before. What was his reaction to it?
He had kind of tight hip flexors, a little more than usual. You know, something coming into this. You know, we've already trained a couple of days this week, and it's all dependent on what kind of workouts you've done as to what gets tight. And you know, he did a whole heap of pistols before, so I kind of expected that his hip flexors are going to get a little tight, especially holding onto the bar for that entire time. But yeah, Sammy looking precise. A gymnastics background came through strong.
Yeah, it's good. So again, those of you who have just joined us, we're in Fort Denison in Australia, in Sydney. It's actually an old jail, I believe. This place is quite iconic. The heritage here, the backdrop of the Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. We saw one of, again, something that's really iconic to Australia is the Manly ferry that went through. I took a bit of a moment and absorbed what was going on. But coming up next, enough about me. Let's go into, we've got Benny Garrett, who was another games athlete, who's brother of Rick. These guys have got a fierce rivalry, so we're going to see Rick later on. Let's see what he's got.
Yep.
Let's go, Benny.
Come on, Benny. Benny, you comfortable with the guidelines and rules of the attempt?
Sure am.
Fantastic. You'll start on my command. Are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, start.
Oh, Benny.
Yeah. Nice.
Strong, keep it on.
Nice, Benny.
Yeah, nice.
Benny, get him high.
On it, stay
30.
on it, all the way.
Knees up, Chip.
Don't stop.
Come on, Ben.
That's it, Benny.
20,
Nice, Benny.
Good, strong finish. Keep it going.
15,
Strong. That's it,
Benny.
that's it.
Well done.
10,
All the way. Excellent. Stay on it.
5, 4,
5 seconds, Benny.
3,
Come on,
come on.
Yes.
1.
One in.
Yeah.
Good job, mate. Good on.
I'm going to start counting. Oh,
So, what did you think of Benny's attempt? He's taking some breaths down here.
Yeah, it seems to be that minute is quite tricky to hold on to. Both Sammy and Benny were dropping off at like 1 second to go, so it seems to be quite hard to hold on for that long.
It seems like quite a burner.
Yeah.
The question is, why aren't you doing this? Are you?
You can ask my coach about that. I've done a lot of GHD sit-ups. My ego's getting in the way. I know that I'm going to do a terrible job today.
Yeah. So we'll have a chat to the guys after, and up next we've got young Maddie Sturt.
Maddie.
So she was at the games again this year representing Australia, and she's got a bit of she's tiny. She can move things around, right?
Yeah, she's got youth on her side, unlike some of us, so I've got all faith in her.
All right, let's see what Maddie's got.
Maddie, you comfortable with the
Maddie.
rules and stipulations of the attempt? Fantastic.
Do it. What's that
Start on
show?
my command. Ryan, you ready? Yep. Fantastic. Start on my command. 3, 2, 1, start.
Hey, Maddie.
Nice, Maddie.
Yeah, Maddie, keep it going.
Hi, Maddie. Oh, mate.
30.
Go on. Yeah, Matt.
Feeling it.
Let's go. Come on, Matty. Snap him up there.
Come, Matt.
Come on.
20.
Oh, mate. You've got it. Only a little while longer. Come
Come
on.
on, Maddie.
Go, Matt.
Keep going. Keep going.
Come on, Maddie.
Good
Come on,
chase.
Maddie.
10.
There you go.
Get tight.
Come on, Maddie.
Knees up, Jip.
You're good, mate. Let's go.
Come on, Matty.
5,
Yes.
4,
Go.
3, 2, 1.
Yes. So, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, she did well. You can see holding on that long, the lats start to get really fatigued. You know, we've got the hip flexors and roll. You can see Maddie lats. Yeah, the grip and the lats start to tire out after a while.
It's one of those movements that looks quite easy to do and quite unpredictable in terms of what's going to blow out. Like you've got grip strength, you've got your forearms, your core. It's a really good workout.
Yeah, it's definitely a whole body gymnastics movement. There's a lot of moving parts, so to speak, and you just don't know what's going to fatigue depending on, like I said, what these athletes have done in training so far this week, or maybe where a particular weakness lies. You just don't know, and it can be a little bit different for each individual athlete.
Yeah, so those of you who are joining us right now, we're in Fort Denison in Sydney, Australia. We move on to London, then into New York City and LA, and we're breaking the most amount of records broken in the fitness category. So we get some really cool workouts. We've seen a number of them drop already, yourself included. We've got one more athlete with Rick Garrard here, who's he's already broken one earlier. His shirt's off.
He's looking shredded.
After this, I think he's auditioning for 300 Part 2 as one of the Spartacus guys. But he's ready enough. The stirring, but let's see what Rick's got.
Let's see Ricky.
Yeah. Woo. Ricky, you comfortable with the rules and guidelines? Excellent. Start on my command. 3, 2, 1, start.
Yeah, Rick. Big breaths.
Sit.
Go, Ricky.
Go, Rick.
Nice, go.
20, come on.
Go, Rick, start.
30 seconds.
Go, Ricky. Come on,
Go,
mate.
Rick. Stay on it. Keep going.
30, let's go. 3,
20
4,
seconds.
come on. 5, 6, 7, 38, keep going.
Come on, Ricky.
40, go, boy. 41,
Yeah,
Yeah.
42, come on.
Go on, mate.
43, 44, go. 45,
Go, Rick.
46,
4, 3,
47,
2,
48,
1.
49.
Yeah!
Oh, who did you get to me? Who did you me?
42.
Oh, yeah. Killed it.
Wow.
Hello, boy.
Some friendly rivalry here. Come on in, guys. Bring it in nice and close.
I went first, so you got more rest.
Get in here.
All right, Maddie, come in. You're a little bit shorter than me.
Not necessarily Benny.
So,
My core can't keep myself up.
how do we feel?
I feel awesome.
Oh, come on, a little bit more excited.
Not even tired. Excellent. Not even tired.
Some friendly rivalry between you guys, and obviously something like this is outside of your training schedule and in preparation. It is all a lot of fun. I mean, what in these kind of things, what do you find most challenging? Maddie, we'll start off with you.
The rugs.
What was
I don't know,
burning?
you've got everything was burning. you just want to hold on to the bar because you don't have long, so you don't want to waste time getting off, even though I do proper. Sometimes you don't want to, but you have to. You have to. What was it more, mental battle or physical? I feel good mentally. I think physically I was going to slip off that bar. So yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
No, don't
Rob, for you were first off the bat. You essentially set the pace for all these guys. You're the I suppose the most decorative and experienced here, and you did set the pace. What was most challenging for you in this?
Wasn't anything specific. Like, we always hit max effort stuff in training, and it felt exactly the same. I knew these guys were going after me, so I had that in the back of my mind. So I just used that as motivation to keep going. So I'd say there wasn't any challenges. It's like we all know what we're doing, and we just did it.
Yeah. And Benny, you look like you're having a bit of fun out there. When you, I mean, you obviously you've got a really good rivalry with your brother. You guys are doing a lot of training together, and when you come to this, does he motivate you more, just wanting to beat him or wanting to beat the record?
Yeah, he's starting to catch up to me now. There's 6 years between us, so I've always had the bit of advantage, but now it's starting to go this way. So I'm just happy to get in there and give it a good shot and yeah, keep him honest, keep him on his toes.
Rick, what about you? Is it go the other way as well, or you just want to beat your brother and just say, hey, I got you?
I'm not heaps rivalry with it, but when he does beat me, something in my head goes.
Keep
I would keep going until I get him, but. No,
So you guys are you're all professional athletes and all CrossFitters, but you just enjoy the sport of fitness. I mean, for you guys to come out here, it's an incredible setting to do something fun like this. Cara, you've obviously taken some time out of your normal training. How do things like this kind of help you refocus, set, and just prepare for the bigger events?
Look, I think we get so consumed by our training and by the event that is the CrossFit Games, which is something that we're all striving to try and qualify for every single year. And it's really nice to have the opportunity to come somewhere like this and just kind of break the routine a little bit, do something cool, do something fun with our fitness. It's a little bit different than what we would normally do. I'm still going to train today, and these guys will do exactly the same. But to step out of that for a second and just be a real human for a second and do something fun with some other athletes in a really cool location, in the middle of a week on a Wednesday, is an opportunity we can't pass up.
Yeah. And Sammy, this is your hometown. Short drive for you, just across the bridge, essentially. It's settings like this and around the people that you're around right now. What floats your boat? Like, what do you really take away from things like this?
It's just a great opportunity, also just to get with some good athletes from interstate, like Cara coming down and cheering you on. Like, you don't get that in your own gym. You've got your own friends and training buddies that you train with, but having Ben, Ricky and Rob, Cara and Maddie cheering you on in a 1 minute world record test, it's pretty cool. And everyone's the atmosphere here is just awesome.
So now we've got the official Guinness World Record, guys. And again, we'd just like to say a huge thank you to these guys for partnering up and coming here to a long way. He's got a Kiwi accent, so I'm pretty sure he just came over the ditch. So share with us the results of this one.
Thanks very much. Today we saw 5 athletes attempt the most toes to bar touches in 1 minute. 4 of those athletes actually beat the existing records. However, with 4 of those athletes, we also had to disqualify some of their toes to bar touches as their toes didn't go above the bar. Ben, you completed 43, however, we disqualified 9 for a total score of 34. Rob, you completed 42 with none disqualified. And Ricky, you completed 49 with 3 disqualified for a total of 46. The pre-existing men's record was for 35. So Rob, you were a Guinness World Record holder for a short time. Ricky, congratulations again. You are officially amazing. With the ladies, the pre-existing record for the most toes to bar touches in 1 minute was 30. Sammy, you completed 40. However, 5 didn't count towards your total score, so you finished with 35. Maddie, you completed 42. However, 1 didn't count to your total score, so you finished with 41. Again, both of you did break the Guinness World Record. However, the current Guinness World Record title holder is in fact Maddie. Congratulations.
Awkwardness. So, guys, we broke a handful of records here, and you know what? When coming into this, I was a little bit nervous. I didn't expect that this would be so successful. I'll kneel down with these guys. It was incredible to watch how good these guys are, and watching them performing in a setting that's really quite cool. There's some stuff going on behind me. I don't know. I'm quite vulnerable here. But again, thanks very much for everyone that's tuned in here. We will do an official recap of how many records we broke. After this, we're off to London, so make sure you tune in to Reebok UK to see how those guys are going. And then we go across to Reebok in the US in New York City and then Los Angeles. So we're really pumped to kick this thing off. It's been fantastic. The weather's actually not too bad. For those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, it's nice and warm here and we're in shorts and t-shirts. Fantastic. I hope it's not too cold over there. Thanks very much for joining us. Again, can't wait for this year's fitness for the Open, for the CrossFit season, and also fitness in general. But thanks very much for joining us. I'm going to stop rambling.